Lift every voice and sing.
Greetings, this is Superintendent Mark Bedell. To our graduates of the class of 2020, Lincoln College Prep Academy, it is indeed an honor to be here, to be a part of this commencement. I want to start off by thanking each and every single one of our supporters, our parents and guardians of these graduates, and I want to congratulate you on a job well done. I also want to thank our faculty and staff at Lincoln College Prep, our administrative team. You all continue to raise the bar, and we know that you all have done a great job preparing these students for their post-secondary endeavors. With that being said, I simply want to wish you the best. I know that each and every single one of you will go out and make us proud. We are looking forward to you being contributors here in the Kansas City region, whether it's moving on to represent the state of Missouri or represent this country. We believe that you are well prepared to do so. So with all of that being said, I want to thank you, congratulations, and nothing but well wishes from the administrative staff here in the Kansas City Public School District. Take care.
Greetings, parents, family, staff, students, and our guests of honor, the Lincoln College Preparatory Academy graduating class of 2020. This unique ceremony is a recognition of the culmination of your successes during your high school years at Lincoln. And while this format is unprecedented, so is our pride in you of what it means to be a member of the LCPA senior class in the year 2020. We are here to celebrate your journey that has brought you to this moment. Seniors, in turn, be sure to thank your parents, family members, and friends who have been with you throughout your time as you're being a Lincoln Blue Tiger. You have all been in this together, and we thank them for their continued support of both you and our school. 3 words that I would use to describe these students with whom I've spent the last 3 years are kind, resilient, and dedicated. There is not a day that has gone by where your kindness and care of one another cannot be seen throughout our hallways or around our community. Your resilience through the many changes and challenges over the last few months have brought you to this moment, and your dedication to success and excellence will carry you through college and beyond. While the achievements of this class cannot be captured in a few paragraphs, it is important for us to remember all that has been accomplished during this last year of your high school. You were the first senior class in Lincoln's entire history to attend a home football game on a home field, and a blue field at that. Both the boys and girls basketball teams were IL League champions, another first in KCPS history. Poetry, music, and art created by you was displayed, performed, and honored at the local, state, and national levels. Some of you are members of our championship debate team, and others represent the numerous clubs and organizations that committed to making our school a community and a place where students feel supported, accepted, and involved. This class has one of the highest rates of full IB participation, and more of you than ever before have earned the seal of biliteracy. At the end of the day, as I've said before, you all are pretty amazing people. As a graduating member of the class of 2020, you have the power to affect change in any arena of your choosing. We are at a time in our world where your efforts to make a positive impact are frankly eminently important. You have been the leaders in our district, city, state, and nation in various capacities over the last 4 years. Among you are future teachers, scientists, social activists, lawyers, politicians, engineers, actors, and athletes, all of whom are going to contribute to our shared world. As you graduate from the top school in our city, it is now time to take the next step forward, and much like your senior year, there will be surprises and things will not always be easy. Take this moment to reflect on who you are today and who you want to become, knowing that you have the tools for success in any endeavor that you pursue. As you move forward, please also don't forget the power of your kindness, resilience, dedication, and a granola bar. You are our future, and we are counting on you. Thank you, and welcome to the Lincoln Class of 2020 graduation ceremony.
Oh, say, can you see by the whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watch, with so gallantly streaming, and the rockets reclaim, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Good afternoon. I'm Vanita Pearson, Vice Principal at Lincoln College Preparatory Academy, and I have the pleasure of introducing our esteemed Board of Directors, Superintendent of Schools, and the Executive Cabinet members of the Kansas City Public Schools. The Kansas City Public Schools Board of Directors: Patty Manser, Chair; Nate Hogan, Vice Chair; Manny R. Abarca, Treasurer; Rita Marie Cortez; Marvia Jones; Mark Westerstrom; Jennifer Woolsey. Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Mark T. Bedell. Kansas City Public School Cabinet members, Dr. Marla Shepard, Deputy Superintendent; Linda Quinley, Chief Financial and Operations Officer; Dr. Jennifer Collier, Chief Human Resource Officer; William Thornton, Chief Legal Counsel; Kelly Wachel, Chief Marketing and Communications Officer.
Almost 19 years ago, the Twin Towers were bombed and destroyed, leaving our generation to be born in the midst of fear and grief. You know you've been blessed when your first deed to the world was to put a smile on his face, when you were taught to heal pain before you were taught to feel it. We were born with the power to grow in a nation that wasn't able to protect the foundation it so poorly set for us in the first place. All that we've ever known from our land is how good it is at being unprepared. Too much religion to have any room for respect, so constitutional and not compassionate enough. We were raised by a system that has always been about control. But our spirits carried us here, and we are a birth of a new nation that we are forcing to rebuild as we speak. I call my generation the pivotal generation, the generation that did the impossible and is just getting started by doing the impossible today.
We started our freshman year with an election that promised a hateful America, and we spent the next 4 years proving America wrong, being the youth that demanded and still demands and will continue to demand change, to demand a country governed by love and not fear. We have always known each of us to be welcomed, to be laughing and learning and loved, if not by our country, then by each other. They would sell us the myth that the world is made up of separate parts and that we are not one with each other, as the sky is one with the sea and all the stars are sisters.
But we have always sought out the truth within the lies America taught.
Know that we are just this country's new set of cells in a body that was made from violence, but that can learn to be about love.
Right now, as we enter a new stage in our life, it is uncertain whether our country has yet learned to be about love. But it is certain that things will never be the same
again, and that it will be our job to build a future in the wake of it. We left school due to a global pandemic that has shaken the foundations of the way the world works, but we've stayed out to march in solidarity.
And so today, we walk the graduation stage. This very platform was made for the feet of trailblazers that will bless the legions that come from and after us. Ignorance is not an option until Black and brown people,
women,
kids in cages,
queer people
no longer have to suffer for the things they can never control. Silence is not in the conversation until all people are looked at as human beings who want nothing more than to be loved. And it all begins with the youth, with us. We'll be the last wave of children that will have to fight to be seen by their own country.
To protest a system that wasn't built to keep us safe, to stand against American myths of patriotism.
What is more patriotic now than rebellion, than revolution?
How American of us to stand for what is right over what is comfortable.
To recognize the wrongs in the systems we were born into and choose action over complacency.
Because the generation that decided these fates for us is dying out. And in all this chaos, it's been proven that the unjust world they built crumples at the slightest pressure.
And when those systems do inevitably fail, or when we dismantle them by force, we'll be there to build new ones. We'll be there to construct an America that works for and not against us, because no lives matter until Black lives matter. And Black lives matter yesterday, today, tomorrow, and forever. Black lives matter in the world that we are about to build.
That's enough.
Parents, guests, staff, and of course graduates. At this time, it is my distinct honor to recognize some of our most outstanding students. Please note the names of the students represented in the groups being recognized are listed in your graduation program. The students in Lincoln Prep's top 10% are Karina Martinez, Hattie Miller, Shabeli Alvarez, Zoe Pratt Phillips, India Walker, Xavier Kriege, Lila Church, Alexa Campbell, Shavai Jackson, Irish Gallegos, Grace Knight, Julian Ortiz, Noelia Quintana, Ariana Webb, Harry Vasquez, Anai Soria, and Micah Doolin. Our Lincoln IB diploma candidates have, for the last 2 years, completed the most rigorous courses and exams offered. These students have composed a 4,000-word independent research essay, as well as contributing 150 hours of community service to our campus and our city. The 2020 IB candidates are Jacqueline Abnos, Jalen Adriel, Anai Alvarez, Jalen Bedell, Alexa Marie Campbell, Lila Church, Nicholas Dobson, Micah Doolin, V. Duong, Sophie French, Iris Gallego, Marlo Guzman, Shavai Jackson, Felipe Juarez Avendano, Shabeli Kelly, Jazariel Kimber, Grace Knight Garcia, Achu Khan, Xavier Kriege, Karina Martinez, Marcia Mesa, Anthony Moses III, Danae Newborn, Vivian Wen, Julian Ortiz, Zoe Phillips, Brianna Rowland, Noelia Quintana, Asiya Sadiqa, Jennifer Taw, Harry Vasquez, Sasha Vigors, India Walker, Ariana Webb, Maria Damian Yepes. Our early college academy students have received both high school and college credit by enrolling in courses at Penn Valley Community College. These students received their associate's degree from Penn Valley at a ceremony held last week. The ECA students are Melanie Alcorn, Taylor Ashley, Ibrahim Aid, Cameron Brugula, Angelica Garcia, Vanessa Hill, Felicita Irvin, Greta Jackson, Shemaya Kirby Williamson, Miriam Laura Jimenez, Deshaun Merritt, Hattie Miller, Hasim Mohammed, Michael Orpara, John Patterson, Ania Payne, Alejandra Pacina, Jamil Phillips, Andrew Powell, Naomi Pulliam, Alma Sarmiento, Madeline Stalder, Mahana Tanner. Those are our students we'd like to recognize.
Hello, graduating class of 2020. I am so honored and happy to be able to graduate alongside all of you. I am sure none of us imagined that we would graduate under these circumstances. But I am so proud that we were all able to pull through and achieve what we've been working for these past 4 years. When I reminisce about my 4 years at Lincoln, I see how much I've grown as a person, and I hope you all have as well. I want to begin by thanking all of the people who have helped me and all of you throughout the years. So thank you, families, teachers, and friends. I am positive we could not have been able to accomplish this achievement without you. But in these difficult times, I also want to thank the people who have been risking their lives as essential workers every single day since the start of the pandemic. Most of our parents have gone out and provided for their families in a time that should never be the case. I know many of my classmates have also been faced with the challenge of having to help their families during this time. So I encourage all of you to keep making safe and responsible decisions to stay healthy. I do not think I could write this speech without acknowledging all of the hard work that teachers put in for us, and these past 2 years have taught me that teachers should love what they do and care about their students. Luckily, I think we have so many amazing educators who I have been able to turn to when I needed someone to talk to or just needed space from everything else that was going on. These last 2 years were tough. There were so many stressful nights and busy days, but I don't regret any of it. I'm nervous for college, but I know I'm ready. I also believe that I was meant to find the friends that I have now towards the end of my high school experience. I appreciate all that they have taught me. And Grace, thank you for being one of my biggest support systems. You are extremely hardworking, and you encouraged me every single day to be better than my last. Thank you for your friendship. Let's be friends for a really long time. Lastly, I want to thank my mom and dad. I am so sorry for all of the difficult times that my stubbornness as a teenager caused, but I will take every single lesson you have taught me into my life. All of the arguments that we've had do not amount to all of the love that you have given me. I hope one day to be as hardworking and honest as both of you. As a freshman at Lincoln, I quickly realized that I was surrounded by so many intelligent students from so many different backgrounds. Being a student at Lincoln is an experience I will never take for granted, because being here, I have learned the importance of educating myself and being culturally aware. We are experiencing such an important time in our history, and as the future of this country, it is up to us to be the change that we want to see. When I address this community, it is important for me to acknowledge my role and the privilege I have as a white passing Hispanic. We all know that these past weeks have been eye-opening, but it is not our responsibility to educate willfully ignorant people. Access to social media and articles are so readily available, and there is no longer an excuse for hatred. That is the reason I am so proud of my generation in class of 2020. I see greatness in all of you, and how all of you want the world to be better and see justice served for the communities that have endured so much. You all deserve happiness, and I hope to find out 20 years from now that all of you are living your best lives. And please, keep learning, because one day we will be the older generation, and we should be able to listen to what the younger generation has to say. Thank you, class of 2020. Love you all.
I remember when I first began to realize that the coronavirus was not a temporary problem and our ways of life were going to be majorly affected. I started to understand that school was going to be canceled, prom and graduation were unlikely to happen, and that I probably already had my last day without even knowing it. The first thought I had was, of course this happened. Of course that after around 100 years of uninterrupted graduations and school events, the class of 2020 would have it all canceled for an immediate global pandemic. Of course. However, the second thought that came to mind was that if there was one class strong enough to get through this, it was ours. We have overcome many challenges before this, and we would be able to overcome this one as well. The class of 2020 definitely did not deserve such an abrupt end to 4 years of incredibly hard work, but we sure were not going to let it ruin us. This class is the strongest group of students I've ever met. We're loud with both our voices and our actions and are never afraid to be, even and especially when others are depending on it. We're competitive because we know that things don't happen on their own and that we strive to be our best selves. We're extra because we know that going the extra mile is what makes us successful. We were born into a world of chaos and sadness during 9/11, but we also got to see how the world can change and how we can come together. These experiences carry with us and undoubtedly make us who we are, great, stubborn, and determined. Sometimes it's easy to forget that we're only just high school graduates, and even though we often feel the weight of the world, we are also allowed to miss the small things. Things like random fire alarms that always happen at the perfect time before a test, the intense games of Kahoot, fun tricks on substitute teachers, surprise movie days, and we used to love lazy snow days, but that seems a bit weird now. We will miss our friends and our teams and parties and pep rallies, but there are also some things we might not miss as much. Things such as waking up for the school bus and the school bus itself, struggling to find parking after 7 a.m., then standing in the freezing cold line for the metal detector. Trying to go up the stairs when everyone else is going down, it's like a fish trying to swim upstream but with heavy swinging backpacks. Using the restroom, then realizing we're out of paper towels and soap and the water doesn't work. Then waiting for the people standing in front of our lockers to finally move so we can get to class. For some, high school may have gone too fast. For others, it didn't go fast enough. It is crazy that such strong friendships can be created in such a short amount of time. We have all changed each other for the better and are destined to do great things. Our favorite moments and experiences from this school may now be in our past, but the great thing about memories is that they'll always be with us.
Let your smile change the world, but don't let the world change your smile. This quote is so important right now. With everything that is going on in the world, it is hard to stay optimistic about what the future holds when no one knows what is happening. Even though this is not how any of us planned our senior year would end, a lot of wonderful things have happened to us over the last 4 years. We got a new football field, and we won our first homecoming game on our own turf in 50 years. We had amazing school spirit. Robotics went to Worlds, the poetry team went to internationals, sports teams went to state, and we were the champions of math relays, and so much more. Together, we have sparked change in our school that will last a lifetime. We will always be the class where a woman defied all odds and was crowned homecoming king. Although, we will still always be the class that got left out of all the senior activities because of the coronavirus. We are making a change for the classes to come. We may not be recognized by walking across the stage, all of us together, but everyone knows what we went through and we will be recognized for our sacrifices. We dropped everything to protect our school, ourselves, and our future. Eventually, we will have our graduation all together. I have no doubt about that. We just have to wait some time for all of our hard work to pay off. One of my favorite things about Lincoln is our diversity. We are the top public school in the city, we are number 4 in the state, and so much more. And we have achieved all of this with minority students and proved all the other schools wrong about us. We are strong and united, our class especially, and this experience will only bring us closer. Freshman year was a struggle. I had no idea what I was doing. I was in a new building full of people I had never met, just trying to fit in. I was finally reunited with my friends who left after 5th grade, and we even got to go to the Renaissance Fair. Sophomore year went by fast, all of it a blur. Then came junior year, the year where IB starts. The work gets harder, There is more pressure on you, and you might even have your first IB test in May. Throughout this year, I cried a lot, and it felt like it was just all too much, but I made it through anyway, and so did all of you. Finally, there comes senior year. As you may expect, it flew by and ended faster than any of us could have ever imagined. We had both good and bad times. We had a delicious senior breakfast, we had our senior field trip to Dave & Buster's, and the IB class went to a TED Talk in Nebraska. That all feels like forever ago. First semester goes by, then the second starts, and then finally we all go home. We then spend the last few months at home trying to live a somewhat normal life. Despite this, we still had the everlasting support of our teachers. None of us could have ever made it this far without them. I would like to thank all of the teachers in our building for giving us the education we deserve for the past 4 years. Thank you to my fellow peers for pushing each other to do our best. Thank you to the administration for giving us amazing opportunities. Thank you to our English teachers like Ms. Wynn and Ms. Fowler for not only teaching us one of the most complicated languages that often makes no sense, but also caring for us and acting as our school moms. Thank you to our science teachers like Ms. Compton and our language teachers like Mr. Oldham and Ms. Lopez for caring for us when we feel down, and as well as always picking us back up. Thank you to our history teachers like Jennings and Ms. Boss, as well as our art teachers like Beta, for giving us so much work and pushing us to do our best while deep down being proud and loving who we are. Thank you to our math teachers like Mr. Jagana for being the kindest souls and teaching us your complicated language of letters and numbers, and for sticking with us even when we had no idea what was going on. Finally, thank you to the rest of our staff, like Ms. Funling for giving us a safe space, Ms. Green for killing wasps and having so much patience with us for being late, Ms. Allen for working so hard to give us scholarships and making the college process easier, Ms. Eva for making delicious food, Officer Washington for not being a Chiefs fan and giving us something to look forward to in the mornings, and of course, Ms. Foster, Mr. Talboy, and Ms. Pearson for fighting for us to have amazing opportunities and working hard to see that Lincoln continues to live up to its legacy. Without any of your undying support, we would not be where we are today. Lastly, thank you to all of my peers for supporting each other and making the best of every moment, no matter the situation. Together, we made it this far, and all that we have learned from each other will stick with us for the rest of our lives. We learned about friendships, our true strengths and abilities, the types of people we want to have in our lives, and so much more. Though it may be a while before any of us are all together again, we had a wonderful 4 years, and we will cherish that forever. As Winnie the Pooh once said, "Promise me you'll remember. You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think." We had a long road, but we finally made it. Congratulations, Class of 2020.
There's a light in the darkness, though the night is black as my skin. There's a light burning bright, shining distance. There's a voice that comes from deep within. There's a cry asking why. I pray the answer's up ahead. Yeah, 'cause I know where I've been. There's a road we've been traveling, lost so many on the way, but the riches will be plenty, worth the price we had to pay.
There's a dream in the future. There's a struggle that we have yet to win. There's pride in my heart, 'cause I know where I'm going. Yes, I do. And I know where I've been. I know where I've been. There's a road we must travel. There's a promise we must make. But the riches will be plenty. But the risk and the chances that we take. There's a dream, yeah, in the future. There's a struggle that we have yet to win. Use that pride in our hearts to lift us up to tomorrow. 'Cause just to sit still would be a sin. I know where I'm going. Lord knows I know.
It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gon' come. Oh, yes, it will. And it's been a long time coming, but I know a change gon' come.
On behalf of the administration, faculty, and staff of Lincoln College Preparatory Academy, it is my pleasure to present to you the 2020 candidates for graduation. These students have met all state and district requirements to be considered a graduate from Kansas City Public Schools. Dr. Bedell, would you please give your remarks and accept our graduating class of 2020 from Lincoln College Preparatory Academy? Superintendent Dr. Mark Bedell, will you please join me at the podium? Thank you. On behalf of the administration, faculty, and staff of Lincoln College Preparatory Academy, it is my pleasure to present to you the 2020 candidates for graduation. These students have met all state and district requirements to be considered a graduate from Kansas City Public Schools. Dr. Bedell, will you please give your remarks and accept our graduating class of 2020 from Lincoln College Preparatory Academy?
Thank you, Principal Foster, and I want to thank your faculty and staff, parents and guardians and supporters, and most importantly, the graduates of the class of 2020 for a job well done. I want to start off by expressing to each and every single one of you the extraordinary times that we are in. And we do live in extraordinary times. Extraordinary times produce extraordinary people. My message for each and every single one of you is simple. You are extraordinary. This accomplishment that we are celebrating today, your graduation, is remarkable. More than 90% of our students in the Kansas City Public School District are children of color. Most of the faces I see in here tonight look a lot like me, black or brown. It wasn't that long ago when very few of you, because of the color of your skin, would have been given any sort of opportunity to cross this stage. It wasn't that long ago, maybe 2 generations ago, maybe less. Many of you have parents and certainly grandparents who remember legal segregation and who participated in the civil rights movement to bring that to an end. They fought to earn your right and opportunity to cross this stage today. This makes this day extraordinary. The narrative of the dominant white society would have us believe that our struggle ended with legal equality. It did not. Hate and racism were planted in the foundations of this nation. We all know that. From the first enslaved Africans brought to this continent in 1619, to the 2/3 compromise embedded in the Constitution, to the Dred Scott case in segregation, we know the truth of who we are as a people. This has always been 2 nations, divided, unequal, and inequitable. That foundation of hate, fear, and racism didn't die with the civil rights movement. It evolved. White America figured out how to take some of the very tools created to help us, like the 13th Amendment, and twist them against us. We were criminalized and marginalized. White America maintained its monopoly on wealth, health, and opportunity. Black and brown people became fugitives in their own skin through the corruption of law enforcement, financial institutions, and sadly, educational institutions. We know these things are true. We knew they were true while watching George Floyd have the life squeezed out of him under the knee of a police officer. We are all gasping for air. And yet, you are crossing this stage and getting your diploma, even with that degree of oppression, even with the weight of history against your neck. You did this. You earned this. That is why this day is extraordinary. If you can earn a high school diploma in face of such overwhelming forces of fear, hate, and racism arrayed against you, imagine for a minute what else you can do. Anything, everything. Don't get me wrong, it doesn't get any easier, but you are all strong. You are all titans. You have the blood of survivors in your veins. I truly believe you are the most resilient, adaptable, and innovative generation we've ever seen. That is why this day is extraordinary, and that is why you all are extraordinary. I have this one ask of you. Help one another. Keep telling the truth. Keep marching. Keep holding authority figures, including us, accountable. Keep breaking that rock. We will overcome. It is a privilege to have been part of the team in the Kansas City Public School District who helped guide you to this point. We will continue to have your back as you push forward. Now go out and be extraordinary. Upon the recommendation of the administration and faculty of Lincoln College Preparatory Academy, I seek the authority of the chair and the school board of the Kansas City Public Schools to confer upon each of you a high school diploma with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. Members of the board, do you accept this class?
Yes.
Thank you. As superintendent of schools, I certify that these seniors have met all of the requirements set forth by the Kansas City Public School Board and the state of Missouri. By the power vested in me, I hereby declare the class of 2020 to be graduates of Lincoln College Preparatory Academy.
Jacqueline Ann Abnos. Kevin Albor. Melanie Renee Alcorn. Cheryl-Nette Allen. Sajad Al-Rubai. Ahmad Awali. Taylor Renee Ashley. Nicholas Avila. Sean McTighe. Carla Aguilar Herrera. Sebastian Avila. Savannah Bennett. Ellison Black. Ajani Bradley. Cameron Bragula. Ronan Brown. Alexis Butler. Amina Byers. Alexa Marie Campbell. Sofia Cervantes Caballero. John Paul Sharon. Amari Khan. Jessica Counts. Alexandro Cruz Alanis. Denise Diaz. Nicholas Dobson. Micah Doolin. Kenyon Childress. Dominique Edwards. KJ Farmer. Jamal Forsay. Audrey Fox. Jesse Richard Frazier III. Sophie French. Iris Gallegos. Angelica Garcia. Madison Gibbs. Rico Gilliam. Daisy Gonzalez. Frank Grayson II. Avery Harris. Imani Henderson. Salvador Hernandez. Vanessa Hill. Roan Hesse. Alana Hill. Amari Holland. Michael Hubbard. Abdul Hussein. Felicita Irvin. Greta Jackson. Shavai Jackson. Lul Jailani. Reuben Jones. Morrison Kelly. Shabeli Kelly. Jazarel Kimber. Shamaya Kirby Williamson. Grace Knight Garcia. Achu Khan. Timon Kimber. Xavier Kriege. Miriam Laura Jimenez. Chloe Lee. Benjamin Lewis. Coral Lopez. Edwin Lopez Ruiz. Marshawn Martise Lloyd. Aira Marin Varela. Kaja Martin. Fardosa Mayo. Michelle Manzanares Toledano. Deshawn Merritt. Gaston Maya. Brian Michimani. Jordan Moore. Anaya Payne. Alyssa Mejia. Vivian Nguyen. Davis Nguyen. Kaylee Ojeda Arredondo. Mark Anthony Oliver II. Michael Opara. Julian Ortiz. Alejandra Pacina. Jaylene America Perez. Stephanie Perez Gonzalez. Hillary Pham. Jamil Phillips. Adriana Pratt. Zoe Wren Pratt Phillips. Nima Primos. Rin Elise Puckett. Noelia Science Quintana. Naomi Pulliam. Fabian Ramirez. Isabella Reynoso. Jaden Riley. Adrian Robinson Shepard. August Rouse. Ashley Saucedo Garcia. V. Jung. Asada Sahira Jihad. Breon Roland. Michelle Saul. Gustavo Sanchez. Jatsiri Santillan Nanato. Samaya Shikadin. Asiya Sadiqa. Madeline Stalder. Deja Marie Stalder. Ryan Stevenson Perkins. Mahana Jalen Tanner. Marette Tiga. Alondra Torres Munoz. Harry Vasquez. Sasha Vigers. Dan Vo. Angel Montez. Michael Wallace. Lily Walling. J.T. Washington. Brianna Washington. Garrett Washington. Rihanna Williams. Mario Woods Jr. Lila Church. Karina Martinez. Mylan Jamar McDaniel. Marcia Mesa. Hattie Miller. Anthony Eugene Moses III. India Jane Walker. Natalia Wedlow. Abdul Basid Yassin. Maria Yepes Damian. Brenda Zuniga Vasquez. Jalen Adriel. Anai Alvarez Soria. Jalen Bedell. Atzin Garcia. Felipe Juarez Avendaño. Antonio Lacio Sandoval. Perla Alondra Lopez Flores. Jimena Deyanira Flores Moreno. Deontay Newborn. Danae Newborn. Kathy Wynn. Christopher Sock. Jennifer Ta. William Sherman. Ariana Webb. Desmond Wright.
A little emotional right now. I think just like many of you are as parents, it's been a privilege to serve your kids for the last 4 years. And what makes this class special is that they were all freshmen in 2016. I was a freshman superintendent. And this is my first full cohort of students graduating under our tenure. And I will tell you, you have 100% of the students in this class met their graduation requirements and graduated. Additionally, because of what we've been able to do with this cohort of students across the system, we'll have our highest graduation rates as a school district since they started tracking in 2003. So there's a lot to be proud of right now. I want to thank each and every single one of you as parents, because we never thought that we would be in a scenario where we had to do commencement in this manner. We were all looking forward to being together over at UMKC at that 7:30 p.m. slot, and then upon completing, go out, party, have a good time, but we can't control the health pandemic. And ultimately for us as a school district and as administrators, we have to practice safety above all else first. And so we had to do this in small groups, and what we didn't want to do was have a commencement where you all could not see your kids walk across this stage. Ultimately, that's all we want to do. We want to hear their names, we want to get that, we want to see that diploma, we want to see them walk across the stage. What normally takes 2 days is now taking us 3 weeks, and if we have to do it this way again, we would not change a single thing, because when you get the production, you will have a polished product that you will get to enjoy for the rest of your lives. So I want to thank you all, and to our graduates, I want to apologize to you. The worst feeling that you can have as a leader is to feel powerless and not in control. And when we realized that we had to shut school down for the remainder of the year, you lost a lot. I apologize that you didn't get to have your senior prom. I apologize that you didn't get to enjoy the senior activities during the month of May. I apologize that your spring extracurricular activities were all canceled, and I apologize that you're not able to walk across the stage with all of your peers that you worked hard with the last 4 years. But here's what I will tell you. Things happen for a reason. We don't know why. It's preparing you for something even bigger and even more rewarding. And when you think about where we are as a country right now, we need folks to lead us. This country is broken. We have to address the racial inequities. We have to address the gender inequities and how women are treated in this country. We have to address the socioeconomic status inequities that continue to plague cities like Kansas City. And you all are going to be the generation that will lead us through this. We will follow you. Just lead us, so that when your kids walk across this stage, when we say the American dream is the American dream, it truly is the American dream for everybody that walks across this stage. You all are going to be the ones that take us there. So I want to thank you all. I want you to know I appreciate you. I'm looking forward to following you. And what I hope that you will do is help make Kansas City a better city for all. Help make the state of Missouri a better state for all. Help make this country a better state for all. Congratulations to each and every single one of you for 13 years of hard work of helping these graduates get to where they are. Congratulations to the graduates of Lincoln College Prep Academy, class of 2020.
We are so proud of each of you, and may you be healthy, well, and strong as you take on this world ready to meet any challenge that comes your way. We love you all. At this time, members of the Lincoln College Preparatory Academy graduating class of 2020, please move your tassel to the left.
Loud as a roar.
Though the night is black as my skin, there's a light burning bright, showing me the way. Oh, 'cause I know where I've been.
There's a cry in the distance. There's a voice that comes from deep within. There's a cry asking why. I pray the answer's up ahead. Yeah, 'cause I know where I've been. There's a road we've been traveling, lost so many on the way, but the riches will be plenty, worth the price we had to pay.
There's a dream in the future. There's a struggle that we have yet to win. There's pride in my heart, 'cause I know where I'm going. Yes, I do. And I know where I've been. I know where I've been. There's a road we must travel. There's a promise we must make. But the riches will be plenty. Worth the risk and the chances that we take. There's a dream, yeah, in the future. There's a struggle that we have yet to win. Use that pride in our hearts to lift us up to tomorrow. 'Cause just to sit still would be a sin. I know where I'm going. Lord knows I know.
It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gon' come. Oh, yes, it will. And it's been a long time coming, but I know a change gon' come.
Congratulations, seniors, and thank you again to our parents, family, and community members for joining us in this important milestone in your student's life. Everyone, take care and enjoy the celebration of our seniors, and this concludes our 2020 graduation ceremony. Thank you. Hello, seniors, class of 2020. This is Ms. Foster, your principal, here at your high school. Happy last day of school and happy Senior Intent Day. I know that this is not what you envisioned your last day of school to look like, but we want to make sure that we celebrate all of your accomplishments. We are very proud of you. I'm here today with Mr. Bear, who's helping me to capture some of the wonderful events and things that have happened over this school year. And you as seniors are getting ready to embark on your next journey. We're very proud of you, and we will be celebrating you. This season, both our boys and girls Blue Tigers team took it into the postseason. We saw great defense, we saw layups, we saw three-pointers, we saw a lot of different things, kind of like this. Half point for effort. It's going to be there next year, just wait. This year, our band and choir and theater program really had a lot of successes. We saw state and national recognitions, and our students performed very well at the state competition, earning ones, which is the best score. We're very proud of that effort. Just kidding, Mr. Beta. Seniors, you are the first class in Lincoln history to have your very own home football stadium. We were able to see soccer and football under our Friday Night Lights play this year. We were very proud of every team's effort, and we are very excited that you are the first class that gets to play on this blue field, home turf. We hope to see you all back here for our homecoming game. See if I can get this. Yes. 3 points, 3 points for me. Lincoln's art department also saw a lot of accomplishments this school year. We even were on the cover of the Department of Education's Christmas card, and one of our students designed that. In fact, you guys have inspired me so much that I'm going to start an art hobby of my own. Get ready, Miss James and Miss Casillas. I'm coming. We're gonna see if I've got what it takes to be on the Blue Tiger football team. Oh, touchdown. Touchdown right here. Coach Lowe, I'm coming. It's gonna be close. Coming in hot. Yes! 3-point conversion. Seniors, we really hope you appreciate this video, and thank you to everyone who contributed. We are very proud of you, and on behalf of Lincoln's staff, teachers, administration, coaches, everyone, we look forward to everything that you will accomplish. Take care, be well, stay healthy, and love you all.
Hey, what's up, class of 2020? I really miss you guys. You know, we were having a great time. We're having a great year. I'm sorry your school year ended so abruptly, but things happen. Hey, I just want to say I'm really proud of you guys. I want you to try your hardest when you get to college or wherever life takes you. Please do your best. Who knows, maybe the next time you see me, I'll be a Chiefs fan. Nah, that'll never happen. But again, hey guys, it's been a pleasure. We will see each other again. The only thing I ask while we're dealing with this crisis nationwide, please take care of yourself, and take care of your family members. Peace out, y'all.
Hello everybody, my name is Dayton Moore and I'm the General Manager of the Kansas City Royals. Hello everybody, my name is Dayton Moore and I'm the General Manager of the Kansas City Royals. On behalf of our organization and this very proud community, we'd like to congratulate the Lincoln Prep Academy's graduating class of 2020. I want to thank you for this amazing privilege to be able to share with you today. We feel so passionately about the next generation. We have a great heart for the next generation and a great belief in your future. I'm reminded daily that the future, it only works for those that believe in it. And I want to encourage you to believe in your future and to always expect good things to happen in your lives. And I want to share with you just 7 really basic leadership principles that I've always tried to apply in my life. I call it organizational harmony. And I think these principles work in every aspect of life, whether it be in your family, your community, your team, your business, wherever you are. If you can apply these principles, I think you'll be on your way of having that harmony and that peace in your lives that we all desperately strive for. And so one of the things that I commit each and every year is to do the following. 1, I want to remind myself to settle disputes quickly. I don't want ill relations with people in my life, especially people that I'm close to. And when I work hard to settle those disputes quickly, it shows that I'm willing to forgive. And forgiveness is such a key element to happiness and success in life. We never want that seed of bitterness planted inside that's going to destroy our demeanor and give us an improper perspective on life. We're the one that is constantly hurt if we're unable to forgive. So forgiveness is a huge part of that. By settling disputes quickly, you are practicing forgiveness. Secondly, be responsive. Be responsive to people. It just simply shows that you care about them. Thirdly, have an above and beyond attitude. Give people more than they expect. It shows that you're willing to serve them and put them first. And leadership begins and ends with putting others first. Leaders exist to help other people. Value them first. Serve others. Have an above and beyond attitude. Fourthly, stand up for your people. I found the best way to encourage others is by standing up for them. And when you encourage people, you are motivating them. When they know that you have their back and you're willing not to kick them when they're down, but lend a helping hand when they are struggling, it brings great source of encouragement to their lives and helps them get through the next day. Remain calm in the eye of the storm. Learn to respond instead of react. This is so important. I've learned when emotion comes in, logic often leaves. Prayer is a big part of how I learn to remain calm in the eye of the storm. I'm a man of faith. Some of you may or may not know that, but I rely on my faith to get me through these troubling and challenging times. In fact, we're in a storm right now. And I would just challenge you to try to find proper perspective, seek wise counsel, deal with this in a way that you can use it to your benefit going forward. Challenges are meant to mold us and shape us and guide us in the future. Learn to respond instead of react by remaining calm in the eye of the storm. Share the glory. You've already experienced a lot of success, and you're going to even experience more success in your life. And when you achieve those great accomplishments, people have helped you along the way. Give others credit. Share the glory. It shows that you're humble and people want to follow humble leaders. And finally, practice one-on-one communication. Spend time with others in small groups, one-on-one. Shows that you're willing to give perhaps your most important commodity, and that's your time. Plus, you learn to delight in others, and you share your heart, and you find common ground. Dr. King said, if you want to be understood, you must understand somebody else. Finally, I'd like to share a quick story about one of the best leaders I've ever been around. His name is Alex Gordon. You know him as our star left fielder, somebody who's accomplished great things on the field, in our community, and leading his family. But Alex's career didn't start out like that. Yes, he broke into the major leagues with a lot of hype and a lot of expectations, but he wasn't fulfilling those expectations. And we went to him 3 years into his career, and we told him that we were sending him down to AAA Omaha. We were giving him a demotion. In fact, a lot of people weren't sure that he would ever become a star player. Some people didn't think he'd ever make it even back to the major leagues. And when we met with Alex, I noticed something about how he handled things. He didn't make an excuse. He didn't blame his hitting coach. He didn't blame his manager. He didn't say things like, hey, Dayton, why don't you just trade me? You're not a very good general manager. He didn't do any of that. Alex said, I'll do whatever you want me to do. And I said, that's good, Alex, because we're going to ask you to move from third base to left field. See, we got this young player by the name of Mike Moustakas, who's going to be our third baseman next year. That didn't change Alex's attitude. Alex said, I'll do whatever you want me to do. He showed up in Omaha right away. He went to work. He did what the very best leaders and the most successful people do. They take their situation, their circumstance, whatever event that they're presented with, and they take it as the very best thing to ever happen to them in their life. They take that challenge, that hardship, and they use it to their advantage to shape them and mold them and make them better. Because Alex didn't make excuses, and he used that situation to better himself, he became a 7-time Gold Glover, a 3-time All-Star, a Platinum Award winner, 2-time American League champion, and a World Series champion, and he's in his 14th year here with the Kansas City Royals. He's one of the very best leaders I've ever been around because he didn't make excuses. He accepted his situation, his circumstance, the storm in his life, and he used it to be better and become the champion that he is today. So again, we're so thankful to be a part of this ceremony. We're very proud of you. We wish you well. You are our future, and you're going to continue to make us so very proud here in Kansas City.
a little emotional right now. I think just like many of you are as parents, it's been a privilege to serve your kids for the last 4 years. And what makes this class special is that they were all freshmen in 2016. I was a freshman superintendent. And this is my first full cohort of students graduating under our tenure. And I will tell you, you have 100% of the students in this class met their graduation requirements and graduated. Additionally, because of what we've been able to do with this cohort of students across the system, we'll have our highest graduation rates as a school district since they started tracking in 2003. So there's a lot to be proud of right now. I want to thank each and every single one of you as parents, because we never thought that we would be in a scenario where we had to do commencement in this manner. We were all looking forward to being together over at UMKC at that 7:30 p.m. slot, and then upon completing, go out, party, have a good time, but we can't control the health pandemic. And ultimately, for us as a school district and as administrators, we have to practice safety above all else first. And so we had to do this in small groups. And what we didn't want to do was have a commencement where you all could not see your kids walk across this stage. Ultimately, that's all we want to do. We want to hear their names. We want to get that. We want to see that diploma. We want to see them walk across the stage. What normally takes 2 days is now taking us 3 weeks. And if we have to do it this way again, we would not change a single thing, because when you get the production, you will have a polished product that you will get to enjoy for the rest of your lives. So I want to thank you all, and to our graduates, I want to apologize to you. The worst feeling that you can have as a leader is to feel powerless and not in control. And when we realized that we had to shut school down for the remainder of the year, you lost a lot. I apologize that you didn't get to have your senior prom. I apologize that you didn't get to enjoy the senior activities during the month of May. I apologize that your spring extracurricular activities were all canceled. And I apologize that you're not able to walk across the stage with all of your peers that you worked hard with the last 4 years. But here's what I will tell you. Things happen for a reason. We don't know why. It's preparing you for something even bigger and even more rewarding. And when you think about where we are as a country right now, we need folks to lead us. This country is broken. We have to address the racial inequities. We have to address the gender inequities and how women are treated in this country. We have to address the socioeconomic status inequities that continue to plague cities like Kansas City. And you all are going to be the generation that will lead us through this. We will follow you. Just lead us, so that when your kids walk across this stage, when we say the American dream is the American dream, it truly is the American dream for everybody that walks across this stage. You all are going to be the ones that take us there. So I want to thank you all. I want you to know I appreciate you. I'm looking forward to following you. And what I hope that you will do is help make Kansas City a better city for all. Help make the state of Missouri a better state for all. Help make this country a better state for all. Congratulations to each and every single one of you for 13 years of hard work of helping these graduates get to where they are. Congratulations to the graduates of Lincoln College Prep Academy, class of 2020.
There's a light burning bright, showing me the way, oh, 'cause I know where I've been.
There's a cry in the distance. There's a voice that comes from deep within. There's a cry asking why. I pray the answer's up ahead. Yeah, 'cause I know where I've been. There's a road we've been traveling, lost so many on the way, but the riches will be plenty. We're the price we had to pay.
There's a dream in the future. There's a struggle that we have yet to win. There's pride in my heart, 'cause I know where I'm going. Yes, I do. And I know where I've been. I know where I've been. There's a road. There's a road. We must travel. We must travel. There's a promise. There is a promise. We must make. But the riches will be plenty. Riches will be plenty. Yeah. But the risk and the chances that we take. There's a dream, yeah, in the future. There's a struggle that we have yet to win. Use that pride in our hearts to lift us up to tomorrow. 'Cause just to sit still would be a sin. I know where I'm going. Lord knows I know.
It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gon' come. Oh, yes, it will. And it's been a long time coming, but I know a change gon' come.